And we also heard from Crystal, who lives on the west side of Chicago.
Right.
And she asked, what alternative retirement strategies are out there for someone who does not participate in her company's 401k program, but wants to safely fund her retirement? Now, currently, she's saving through a regular savings account and through a whole life policy.
Right.
Now, is this the best way to protect your money against volatility?
Well, it's one of the few ways you can do that. At least she has a savings account. Now, I don't know the parameters right now and her demographics as far as, I don't know what age she is, but at least she has started on saving some money. And cash value life insurance, I do believe she has too, right? Yeah, all right, a whole life plan. The distribution of the cash value can be such that it can be tax-free, and of course the death benefit is tax-free. So there are other components that are needed to fulfill, or I should say fill the wage gap, take in consideration Social Security and other resources, her own especially, when it comes to retirement. Hortensia called, and she asked a very good question.
Yes, she wants to know what's the history behind the 401k retirement.
Okay, let me give you a brief history. Try to do this. Well, we've been talking about how pensions went away. In 1980, 81, 89% of the companies in the United States, Carolyn, offered a pension. Well, we saw, I'm going to use an example of federal employees. We saw what was happening in 1984 to 87. Federal employees who had civil service status converted to what we call SERS offset, where you have a Social Security component, and federal employee retirement service, FERS. All right, so at one time, the government, of course, was matching. All right, I think that was the carrot, the matching some of the funds or percentage of the funds that you contribute to an employer-sponsored retirement account. We saw the private sector do the same. But over the years, the matching went away. All righty. 1992, 93, 94, 95, outsourcing. More and more companies were having their goods and services, I should say manufacturing, et cetera, was done out of this country. All right. So by the time the mid to late 90s arrived, only 27% of the companies in the United States, or the industries, offered a pension. You see how small that's gotten? Today, 2.7%. All right. That shows that we were thrust into employer-sponsored retirement accounts, no training.
That's it.
Unaware. A lot of folks are educated, doctors, etc. They just didn't know about how these 401ks and employer-sponsored retirement accounts work. There are certain restrictions on distribution. There are certain things that you should know, all right? But that shows kind of the history, how the 401k had to play a major role in your retirement. But again, we just pushed on out there. Well, there you go. You get the salary reduction, here's some benefits, and that's it.
And take your best guess.
Exactly.